You've done it! You've booked your big dive trip of the year and you've turned up at the dive centre ready to rock and roll. But hold on, why does everyone else have 5mm wetsuits and I only brought my 2mm shorty?
Oh, Mark.
Maybe I should have asked what the water temperature was this time of year. Oh no, everyone else is on twins and they all have their own gear. Maybe I should have asked what type of diving we'd be doing on this trip.
You're not very good, are you, Mark?
What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, there are some important questions you need to ask before you go on your dive trip to make sure that you're prepared, and here are 5 essential questions to ask before you dive. Number 1, where will we be diving? There's nothing worse than signing up for an itinerary and then diving somewhere else you weren't planning to. So before you go diving, double check the whole itinerary and see if there's any additional kit you may need. Does the itinerary contain night dives? Then you'll probably need a torch. Will there be drift diving? You'll need a DSMB. What will the water temperature be that time of year, and how much do you feel the cold? Number 2, what gear do you rent? If you don't have all of your own kit, then renting a few bits and bobs can be practical. If you're going on lots of dive trips though, it works out a lot cheaper to get your own DSMB or torch. And don't even get me started on rental wetsuits. Rental kit is fine to get you out of a scrape, but it won't be top-notch kit, and it'll either be super old or super new. I mean, I had a rental dry suit up in the Arctic that tried to kill me because they didn't stretch the latex neck seal first. Number 3, I have a medical condition. Can you accommodate me? This one's important to iron out early, and most places are set up for disabled divers. They just need to know in advance so that they can organise the correct gear and crew. Other medical conditions will require a doctor's note or more, so ask both the dive centre and your doc well beforehand to make sure that you have the right paperwork and anything else you might need to bring, because the dive centre and guide are well in their rights to deny you to dive if they are not 100% happy. Number 4, will a dive master be leading all the dives? I actually enjoy diving with local guys because they know where all the cool stuff is and where things tend to hide. Some dive itineraries insist that you dive with a local guide, so if that's not your thing, then you need to check first, and the same thing goes for unguided dives. If you're still pretty fresh and you're not too good with navigating, then best ask if a dive guide is available. Number 5, who's going to be my dive buddy?
Me. I'll be your dive buddy.
I've done this plenty of times travelling alone and being partnered up with a stranger. This isn't as bad as it sounds, just make sure that you are on top of your game and your gear's been serviced so that you don't really need to rely on your buddy too much. You really need a buddy who's the same level as you are so that they don't go off down to technical depths or limit you to like 18 meters because they're not qualified to go any deeper. The instructor card kind of trumps everything else, so because you're an instructor you can take anyone to any depth.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Well, you're not an instructor anymore.
I am a out of status instructor.
Yep.
So instructor's still in the title. I still have
Whatever.
I still have my instructor card, which says instructor at the top, and it's got my picture on the back. So there were 5 questions you should be asking before a dive trip. But what do you lot ask and need to know before a dive trip, other than, the price? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.